Today, we're going to make a craft. We'll be making a toilet paper roll bunny to celebrate either Easter or Ostara or just for spring. These are the supplies you'll need. First, you'll need some scissors. My scissors are big. You might use some smaller ones that are safer for you. You'll need some glue, either a glue stick or regular glue. A toilet paper roll. You should have plenty of those around. Some markers. I'm using pink and black. You could also use crayons. And a piece of paper. First, we're going to put the toilet paper roll on the paper and mark at the bottom of it so we know how long the paper needs to be to cover the toilet paper roll. Then, we're going to roll the paper around the roll until it meets, and we'll put another mark where the paper comes back together again. Using our scissors, we're going to carefully cut in a straight line where we made those two marks so that when we're done, the piece of paper that we have will be just the right size to wrap around the toilet paper roll completely. You can discard the little piece, but save the larger scrap piece for later. Then, on the paper, we're going to draw a bunny rabbit face. I'm going to start with the nose using the pink marker. The nose is like an upside down triangle with a rounded top. Then I'll color in the nose. Put the lid back on the marker to save it. And using the black marker, I'll draw two big eyes. Put the pupils in the eye. Then I'll draw the nose part, the top of the mouth, with some little whisker dots. And two big teeth for the rabbit. Make sure you put the lid back on the marker if you're using markers. Then flip that paper over and put glue all over the back of it. I'm making sure I go all the way to the edges, and I'm being super careful not to get glue on my table. If you are having trouble being that careful, you might want to start all this by putting a piece of newspaper or something else on your table to protect it. Then put the lid back on the glue stick. Take the toilet paper roll. Make sure the edges are even and roll the paper around the roll and press really good at the edges to make sure that the glue is sticking. When you're happy that it's glued really well, you can sit that part aside and get that little piece of scrap paper. I'm going to fold it in half. And then using my scissors, I'm going to carefully cut out two ear shapes. Because I've folded it in half, I only need to cut it once and I'll have two ears. Please make sure that you're being safe. Somebody else can cut this for you if you're not sure how to use the scissors safely. Then once I have my ear shapes, I'm going to use the pink marker to draw in some lines to show the opening in the rabbit's ears. You can draw a bigger ear opening if you want. I'm just going to use a thin line on each ear. I'm also doing them side by side so that I make sure the ear opening is about the same size on both ears. But if they're not exactly the same, that's okay too. Put the lid back on the marker, flip your ears over, and using your glue stick, put some glue at the bottom of each ear. Again, be careful not to get too much glue on the table. Take your bunny rabbit body and press the ears on top and just press down a little bit to make sure that they're solidly in place. And there you have it. Give it a moment to dry so that it's nice and stable. And then you can sit your bunny rabbit anywhere you want to decorate